Hi, I'm Andrew Sullivan. Today I'm going to show you how to properly install a Versa-Lok retaining wall system. Now, what we're doing here, we're using this as a purpose for a step. The Versa-Lok block has holes through the block. The block is 16 inches wide, it goes back a foot deep, and it's 6 inches in height. The block weighs 68 total pounds. If you're a weekend warrior, you too can install this with the proper tools and a strong back on your own. I want to show you, I have my base prepared already. Underneath the base, we use a, it's similar, it's a crushed aggregate, most commonly known as 3/4 inch minus. So you throw the 3/4 inch minus into your trench. This is a tamper. You can use a plate compactor, several different ways, but you want to make sure you have a solid base that you're laying your block on. Once your base is prepared, and it can be very strenuous to install the block, pull it out to correct your base, so try to make your base as level as possible. You slide the block down in. One important thing when installing Versa-Lok is that you get the blocks tight together. You'll have trouble dropping the pins through the holes if your blocks aren't tight together. So you adjust your blocks. An important tool when you're installing Versa-Lok is a dead blow hammer. We use one a little bit larger, but this is one that you can commonly find at a hardware store near you. You make sure that when you're laying these blocks, there's no lip from one block to the other. That can also give you a little bit of difficulty when you're trying to drop your pins in. So you beat your block until you run your level across it and there's no lips from block to block. That means when you put a cap on, such as we're doing, we have about 4 inches through here, which will be perfect height for the cap that goes on top of a Versa-Lok wall. Just to show you, for a demonstration, I'm going to put another block on here. Now you always stagger your blocks. So you find the middle, you take your Versa-Lok pin. There's a couple different positions on the block where you can recess the wall back if you'd like, but for the demonstration I'm going to show you how to install a straight wall. That'll be the pin locations on the back of the block. You drop the block down into the hole. It sticks up a little bit. Now that pin is only designed to pin in a 1/2 inch into the block. That's where it needs to be. That actually slid down without me having to tap it. That means my blocks were properly aligned. So the pin drops down into the block a 1/2 inch to 1 inch down in there. There's one location in the back, hit the second location in the back, and that gives you a nice straight finish on your wall. The last step would be capping your wall on the top. But as you can see, after you pin it in, it's very difficult to move it. So not only do you have the weight of a 68-pound block keeping this in place, but you also have these pins that ensure that over time it won't settle. That concludes our demonstration. Thank you very much, and good luck being a weekend warrior.